Uganda has for long been touted as a global success story in the fight against HIV and AIDS since the first case was discovered along the shores of Lake Victoria in the early 1980s. According to statistics from the Ministry of Health, 1,000 new infections are registered every week, with women taking the highest rate at 6.5%. Young adolescents, especially the girl child, contribute 70% of the new cases.
In terms of new HIV infections, we are seeing adolescent girls consistently continuing to be disproportionately affected. They are accounted for 36% of all new HIV infections.
Every year, the International AIDS Candlelight Day is commemorated with an opportunity to raise awareness to the public on the dangers of unsafe methods of sex. It is also a day of giving hope to people living with HIV to never lose hope in life.
The AIDS Candlelight Memorial is an opportunity for us to honor those who dedicated their lives to helping people living with HIV and affected by HIV, and to continue to mobilize our communities in solidarity. It serves as a community mobilization campaign to raise social consciousness about HIV and AIDS, lest we forget and put it on the back burner.
This year's candlelight commemoration will be held on 17th of May 2024 in Hoima City under the theme Ending AIDS, Keeping Communities at the Center. Dr. Daniel Byamukama, the head of HIV prevention of the Uganda AIDS Commission, says Uganda has registered success stories in the fight against HIV/AIDS spread. However, he warns against complacency.
Today, we are calling upon individuals. It is us standing in the way. We are making poor progress, and we risk defaulting on our national commitment to end AIDS by public health as a public health threat by 2030, not because we are short of drugs, not because we are short of condoms, not because we are short of anything, but because we are self-sabotaging as a culture. So let this year's Candlelight Memorial be a point of reflection and personal recommitment to the national goal of ending AIDS as a public health threat.
Sarah Nako from UNAIDS says there is need to show love and affection to the people living with HIV by supporting them to fight stigma.
We continue to ask you to spread love to those that are living with HIV, because we all need love. We are humans, and humans need love. Spread love to the key population communities. They are not from anywhere else, but they are people just like us. Love them the same way you love yourself. Let's love.
According to Dr. Stephen Watiti, who has lived with HIV for over 30 years, argues that the individual fight starts coming out openly and embracing treatment.
Is equal to you, undetectable is untransmissible. So we like all Ugandans, people who are infected with HIV, to be able to be on treatment, and they take the medicine with good adherence, and then their viral load will be suppressed.
The State Minister for Kampala, Kabuyecho Fatogabi, has challenged men to take lead in the fight against HIV because of the privileges society affords to them.
Only again brought up men, that spearheaded by men. And as I will conclude, I will still ask the men to spearhead the struggle to end HIV and then AIDS in this country, because it seems we have the upper hand in this effort and this war, not because we are massicula and energetic, but because we are persuasive, we are economically empowered, so we are strong in all fields. And somehow, somewhere, we become the devil, which I'm talking about.
It is noted that HIV prevalence rate has declined from 18% in the 1990s to 5% to the introduction of safe methods of sex, circumcision, and education, among others.
Father God Almighty, as we stand in solidarity towards the
Naguja Serena, NSTV.